members of the public service, which started in 2022. The Public Service Commission will compile issues that have been raised from the previous conferences and share them across local governments as part of information sharing to create awareness of cross-cutting issues in the operations of the district, city, and city service commissions. We shall also generate an issues paper for the attention of government to address the long-standing issues affecting operations of district and city service commissions, including improving the welfare and remuneration of members, lack of office equipment, including functional computers, printers, photocopiers, and suitable office blocks. The Public Service Commission is committed to ensuring the growth and transformation of operations of district and city service commissions to match with service demands from the public and meet the national, regional, and global standards expected in the delivery of human resources management services. This will include digitalization of recruitment, appeals management, performance reporting to various stakeholders, and handling applications for approval of chairpersons and members of the district and city service commissions.
Why is there this Gen Z thing? Where have we gone wrong? Why is there inadequate employment? Why? You advertise for one post of a community development officer in a Gulu district. There's only one post, but about 150 people apply for that post, or even more. Hey, how are you? And not only from those from Gulu only, the locals, the children of the soil, but from all over. There are those from Yumbe, from where and there. So why? Once you understand, then you can say, okay, what are we going to do about it? We only need one person, but all these other people are competent. They have fulfilled all the requirements. So how are we going to do it? Then that's when you say, okay, what can we do? Or how can we do it? And then what solution is there for the others? If there are 150 or 200, what are we going to do to the 199? So that in the end, we get that end result of people being employed usefully and contributing to the growth or the creation of the tenfold economy.
The standing orders as they stand today do not encourage effective management of the service at all levels, from right to the bottom, right up the top. I'm sure at the time they were made, we had gone through a problem of serious administration problems. So maybe we felt that there should be a relaxation. People should be allowed, they are initially good people, so there should be no reason even compel them to do what they should be doing using the law. Because we thought everybody was patriotic, knows what to do. Once has been appointed in a position, will really do whatever is supposed to do without any supervision or any prompting at all. But the practice has proved otherwise, that people are exploiting that to really either not give proper service or dedicated service, and to flout whatever is in place to do what they want. And the net result has been that there is poor service delivery. And each time there is a survey that is being made, this is the answer we get from the ground, is weak supervision, weak enforcement of even the standing orders. And the people who are supposed to enforce also because of the systemic weaknesses, also feel ashamed or feel shy, or they are not strong enough to enforce. Those who have tried have ended up paying heavily, using the system of court, the judicial system, and so on. So on that background, we felt, yes, we should have a change. If we are going to have good, efficient service, yes, we must have the proper legal framework under which to do this. Therefore, Cabinet directed we should present proposals to improve, to add efficiency, to add support to the enforcers so that they enforce discipline and proper serving requirements or modes in the service.
Away from that, members of the Uganda People's Defence Forces, that is UPDF, under the Defence Intelligence and Security Unity, together with other sister security agencies, including the Uganda Prison Service, the Uganda Police Force, and the children of military officers, have carried out a cleaning exercise in Nakawa Division, specifically in Kasokoso, Nakawa, and Ugorobi markets, as part of the broader lead-up events marking UPDF's 45th anniversary celebrations scheduled for 6th February next year. Now, leaders and residents in the beneficiary areas applauded the force for continuing to uphold its reputation as a people's army, I beg your pardon, in contrast to past armies under previous governments that had an adversarial relationship with the population. We brought our story.
Following the launch of the 2026 Uganda People's Defence Forces anniversary lead-up activities on 12th November, the UPDF has since carried out various community-oriented initiatives across the whole country, including free medical services and cleaning exercises, all in the spirit of giving back to the public. As part of the activities leading up to the Tarehe Sita commemoration is on 6th February 2026, several UPDF officers under the Defence Intelligence and Security Unit, joined by the Uganda Police Force, Uganda Prison Service, and children of military personnel, assembled at the Chieftains of Military Intelligence Headquarters in Imbuya, before embarking on their scheduled community service activities. The activity was flagged off by the Deputy Chief of Defence Intelligence and Security, Brigadier General Abdul Rugumayo, who appealed to both officers and the general public to preserve Uganda's peace and stability, drawing examples from neighboring countries currently experiencing political unrest. Brigadier General Rugumayo linked this call to the significance of this year's broad theme for the Tarehe Sita anniversary celebrations.
Tugezaako nnyo okulaba nti security yetufunye eggwanga kati government yetudde uninterrupted for about 40 years. Twagala abantu bakitegeere nti abantu baleke kukizanyisa nti esaawa yonna kiyinza kubavaako senga tetwegendereza mu Uganda wano. Nembawa ekyokulabirako ky'amawanga gatuli kumpi wano. Nengamba Congo balina kati population y'abantu almost 8. Naye wenjogerera wano emitwalo 6 y'aba Congo eri wano mu Uganda banoonya bubuddamu. South Sudan ly'eggwanga eryakamala kufuna independence emyaka nga 11 eyiseewo. Ate we lyafunira independence baali balina amafuta ge batunda nga economy etambula bulungi nnyo. One shilling of South Sudan you would get 13 of Uganda. Naye kati genda olabe kubanga tewaliyo mirembe. Ate aba South Sudan wano tulina 1 million bali wano banoonya bubuddamu.
Subsequently, the officers and participants marched to their respective community service destinations, which included Kasokoso, Nakawa and Ugorobi markets. Here, they were warmly received by area leaders and residents, who did not merely watch the officers' work, but actively joined in the cleaning exercise. In an exclusive interview with Uganda Catholic Television, residents of Gorobi expressed gratitude to the UPDF for this noble gesture, noting that the exercise not only helped address sanitation concerns, but also set a strong moral example for the community.
Abazo tuyambako tuno kibadde kichafu naye batuyambyeko ne batereza embeera. Tweyanziza nnyo.
Naye kale mutukoledde ekintu ekirungi kubanga era wano naffe wabadde tewatiisa bulungi naye ffe nga tusobola okwekolerawo era mmwe muzze ne mutuyambako mwebale. Tusanyuse nnyo okujja kwammwe ne mutulongosezaako wano kubanga wabadde watukosa oluusi nga tugamba abaana bayinza okulwala era nga tulabera naffe nga tetulina gye tusobola okukolako.
Obuyonjo naffe ffennyini twefubako nnyo ne tulwanisa obuyonjo obwo otulaba kuti tubeera bayonjo tekwagala bakasitama baffe bakole eki bw'asangawo obukyafu ajja kudduka agende ku mudaala gw'omuntu omulala ne bw'akusanga ng'oli muyonjo enkyakomawo n'akuwagira.
Similarly, area leaders commended the force for living up to its reputation as a people's army, contrasting it with earlier armies whose relationship with civilians was often characterized by brutality and tension.
We are happy to receive the army who are celebrating or beginning the celebrations for Tarehe Sita, 45 years down the road, right? Meaning this union, this harmony, this cohesion between the army and the ordinary people, the ordinary citizens of Uganda, which is very important, which was never before. In the old days, it would be very difficult to find this kind of association between the army and the ordinary people.
Ekyamazima nti batukoze bulungi nnyo abaaliwo mu mirembe egyasooka batugamba tekyali kizibu nnyo omuntu wa bulijjo okusemberera ebitongole ebikuuma ddembe naye ku mulundi guno oba ku mulembe guno twebaza nti osanga omusirikale oba owa prison oba owa poliisi nga naye yeeyisanga muntu wa bulijjo kati olwayo tubadde tukola emirimu nga tugikolera wamu nabo era batukozeemu omulimu mulungi nnyo kubanga ebyobulamu kyekimu ku bikendeeza endwadde eri abantu baffe ng'akatale k'ebugolobe bwe kali nti ke katale akasinga obuyonjo mu butale bwonna era ebitongole ebikuuma ddembe okusalawo okutuukiriza omulimu gwabyo mu katale kano twebaza nnyo twebaliza ddala.
The market chairperson urged the UPDF to extend similar activities to other markets and public spaces across the country, noting that such efforts help more citizens appreciate the force's people-centered ethos.
Era tusaba UPDF wamu n'abagiyambako bagendeko ne mu butale obulala batwaleyo enkola eno bazuukusa abantu bakimanye nti bw'obeera muyonjo okendeeza ku ssente zoyinza okusaasaanyiza mu byobulamu buli lw'obeera muyonjo ne bakasitoma beeyongera naddala ku midaala gyaffe gye tukolera so twagala okubasaba ne mu baneiba baffe kati nga katale k'omukiswa katale ka Nakawa n'obutale obulala bwonna batwaleyo enkola ng'eno ejja kuyambako okwongera omutindo gw'obutale bwaffe.
The Uganda People's Defence Forces leadership resolved to begin many of the commemoration activities traditionally conducted on 6th February earlier this year due to the potentially heated political environment expected next year. Activities such as free medical services, donations, and community engagements are therefore being conducted well ahead of the main celebrations.
Very well, that is quite a commendable gesture from the UPDF, and we pray that even other public institutions emulate such. Continuing, the Archbishop of Gulachi Diocese, His Grace Raphael Wokurach, has cautioned Christians against embracing ungodly family planning practices, warning that anyone promoting such methods knows they are religiously unacceptable and should not be considered. The Archbishop made the remarks during the ongoing National Youth Conference at Sacred Heart of Mary Secondary School in Gulu City. We had our reporter there.
While giving his remarks after the Mass, His Grace, the Archbishop, started by thanking all those that have attended the 2025 National Youth Conference.
I'm very happy that many youth have come from the various dioceses of Uganda, and I think the beginning so far has been good. Usually the theme, the main subject matter of reflection and prayer, is chosen by the Pope, and for this year has been chosen from the Gospel of St. John, chapter 15, verse 27. You also are my witnesses because you have been with me from the beginning. And we are deliberating on that. So the prayers and activities should help us anchor on this theme, deepen it in prayer and even dances and so forth.
His Grace went on to clarify more about this year's theme in regards to the youth.
In the understanding of the theme, we grasp immediately what the church thinks about the youth. The church is a mother, and the church has a primary responsibility of teaching the faith. And that is what the church does in order to strengthen the individuals to know why they believe. When you know, you can stick to the values, you can withstand the temptation. So this teaching is one way of preparing the youth to face the world, which is now very hostile, very aggressive, and the world is offering so many things which are attractive to the youth but destructive for their lives in many ways. The youth have so many worries and concerns, and if not guarded by solid teaching, we fear always that they can stray. They can stray. So a theme like this and the teaching that accompanies it is meant to help them awaken their sense of belonging to the faith and really become the witness. To be a witness means you are consistent with the faith that you have embraced.
On issues of contraceptives and sexuality, His Grace says that the voice of the church has always stood firm on those issues, and they can only remind, guide, and correct.
Certainly the voice of the church has not changed with regards to contraceptives. Let us say most of the moral teachings of the church have not changed. The teaching of the church on matters of sexuality has not changed. Yeah, like marriage must be between man and a woman, that is true. Must be lifelong, okay? Must be lifelong. And one to one, not many. All those things remain true. And so contraceptive is a deviation of the principle that the church gives to honor and respect to our own dignity. The church has always held that human peoples are endowed with reason. They can organize their lives through reasoning. We are not animals, irrational animals that we go by the impulse, the desire. Like you have a sexual desire and so you must fulfill that immediately. A human person can control it. And that is a big problem in education that the world is offering to the world, that you can't control yourself from sexual desires. Very wrong, very wrong. Actually, they're working against, this teaching works against human dignity, fundamental human dignity. Diverting the attention, diverting the teaching from what is true and proper to us. All those who promote contraceptives and other issues regarding sexuality, they need to be referred to what kind of anthropology do they base themselves on in order to promote it.
In this period of elections, the Archbishop has told the youths that they have a responsibility in choosing how the country should run as they give direction in society.
You see, when you are moving towards election, the big picture that comes to my mind, I believe also to your mind, is to reflect about leadership. We are coming to elect leaders. We know that things go right when you have good leaders and things go wrong when you have bad leaders. And this is one responsibility that the youth that forms majority of the population should take into consideration. For example, they should question themselves what is the direction of our country. Are we going the right direction or no? They should have that answer to themselves. Many times they will cry, there are no employment, there are everything's ABCD, but why is this coming? Is it coming by chance, or it is a consequence of a kind of leadership that doesn't help?
All right, many thanks to Semugenze Mustafa right there. And the Uctv News now takes a short break. Please don't go away.
Uctv, good news for all. Uctv, good news for all.
With Center Mobile app, move with your bank and pay water bills, school fees, pay light, withdraw or deposit money, pay for DSTV or GoTV, pay for start times, open app accounts, get loans, and so much more. Download the Center Mobile app on Google Play Store or App Store now. For more information, call our toll-free line or chat with us on WhatsApp. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is a member of the Center Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda.
Are you looking for high-quality printing services? Look no further than Marianam Press Limited, Kisubi. We offer a wide range of printing services from business cards to procures, flyers to posters. Our state-of-the-art equipment and expert staff ensure that your prints are of the highest quality and secure. Small business owner or a large corporation, we have the printing solutions you need. Our services include digital printing, offset printing, and large format printing. And don't forget about our binding and finishing services. We offer a range of options including stapling, folding and laminating, perfect binding, security printing. We also do book repairs, compressing and binding of records. At Marianam Press, we understand that time is of the essence. That's why we offer fast turnaround times and competitive pricing. We also make customized counter books and exercise books for primary and secondary schools. We are located along Kampala-Entebbe Road, 21 kilometers and 2 kilometers from Kauku Teaching Center. For more information, please contact 0787 992910 or 0754 26 6109. Marianam Press, your printing and publishing partner since 1957.
Holy Cross Family Ministries is an international Catholic apostolate under the Congregation of Holy Cross, founded by Father Patrick Peyton, CSC, who was famous in the 1940s for his slogan, "The family that prays together stays together, and a world at prayer is a world at peace." Our core mission is to educate families about the power and practice of family prayer, especially the Rosary Prayer. Our core programs are focused on the theme of faith, prayer, family, life, and marriage. And we run retreats, seminars, workshops, rallies, and offer professional counseling. We run face-to-face and media programs tailored for couples, parents, family, youth, children, and general audiences at the Holy Cross Family Ministries.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial *165*3#. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
UCTV, good news for all.
Well, welcome back to National Break. UCTV News now continues with our international news highlights, where Venezuelan Nobel Peace winner Maria Corina Machado thanks those who risked their lives to get her to Oslo in Norway. The 58-year-old who won the Nobel Peace Prize for challenging Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's grip on power has been in hiding since August 2024 after threats on her life. Let's look at the story.
Welcome to this press conference with the Prime Minister of Norway. First, we will open up for a 2 short introduction, and then we will open up for questions.
And I assure you that I am very hopeful Venezuela will be free. And actually, I want to take advantage of your question to thank all those men and women that risked their lives so that I could be here today. One day I will be able to tell you, because certainly I don't want to put them in risk right now. It was quite an experience, but I think it's worthwhile being here with you, telling the world what's happening in Venezuela, what it means to you as Norwegians and as Europeans or from all the places where you come from, why Venezuela matters for the world. I mean, when you fight for freedom, you're fighting for humanity.
Away from that, Australia implemented the world's first social media ban for under 16s, requiring platforms like TikTok, Instagram to block younger users or face hefty fines. The law has drawn global praise and criticism at the same time as teens quickly find ways to circumvent it.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese visited a Canberra school on Thursday to speak with students, a day after the country's world-first social media ban on under 16s went live. And here's what some of the young people had to say.
Snapchat's been cancelled, but I never really used it anyway, and I was honestly planning to get rid of it, so it probably helped me to
make that decision.
Yeah, make the decision quicker.
I personally think it'll bring closer friends together easier, because rather than talking about things that are happening online, things that are actually happening in their lives.
Despite the optimism, cracks in the rollout showed quickly. Just a day after the ban began, social media feeds were flooded with posts from accounts claiming to belong to under 16s. One comment on the Prime Minister's own TikTok account read, quote, "I'm still here, wait until I can vote." Albanese has hit back at those bragging about evading the ban, warning that such posts only help companies identify and remove them. Effective Wednesday, the landmark law forces platforms including TikTok, Instagram, YouTube to ban under 16s or risk fines of up to $33 million. The move sparked strong reactions around the world. U.S. Republican Senator Josh Hawley praised it, while countries like France, Denmark, and Malaysia have signaled they may follow suit. But criticism was swift too. Meta and UNICEF cautioned over the ban, warning the law could push teens to less regulated parts of the internet. There were also early signs of people finding workarounds, including so-called virtual private networks or VPNs, which can hide a user's location. Free VPN provider Windscribe reported a 400% surge in Australian installations in the 24 hours after the law took effect. Even some Australian media outlets aimed at younger audiences said they're barely feeling the impact. Teenager Leonardo Puglisi is the founder of 6 News Australia.
I know there's been some other accounts that I've seen that have reported that they had a sudden drop-off of, 1,000, 1,300, 1,500, whatever, overnight. But I think the fact that there isn't major drop-offs elsewhere probably does reflect the fact that many young people who are supposedly going to be caught up in this ban are able to get around it, which has been one of the big problems with it.
Well, in other news, U.S. farmers facing steep losses this year welcomed President Donald Trump's $12 billion U.S. aid package, though they still argue that they would need more than that to offset low crop prices and lost export opportunities from his trade wars.
U.S. farmers facing steep losses this year say President Donald Trump's $12 billion aid package will fall far short of what's needed to offset the income they've lost to collapsing crop prices and Trump's trade war. While farmers welcome the aid package, they, as well as agricultural groups and economists, agreed it will not rescue the struggling farm economy. One agricultural economist said farm losses this year range from $35 billion to $44 billion for the 9 major commodity crops, including corn, soybeans, wheat, and peanuts. Trump's Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said the administration's ultimate aim is for farmers to have strong markets instead of farming for government checks, but added the aid package was necessary. Agricultural lenders expect less than half of farm borrowers to be profitable in 2026. Those borrowers said liquidity, income, and inflation are their top concerns. According to a November survey of agricultural lenders by the American Bankers Association and Farmer Mac, Trump's tax and spending law, called the One Big Beautiful Bill, could push some farm payments higher next year. While this is welcome and significant, another agricultural economist tells Reuters it is not enough to help farmers get ahead of mounting debt and higher expenses.
Well, we thank you so much for keeping it Uganda Catholic Television. UCTV News now takes a short break, upon which we return with our very last segment, the Rome Reports.
UCTV, good news for all.
With Center Mobile app, move with your bank and pay water bills, school fees, pay light, withdraw or deposit money, pay for DSTV or GoTV, pay for start times, open app accounts, get loans, and so much more. Download the Center Mobile app on Google Play Store or App Store now. For more information, call our toll-free line or chat with us on WhatsApp. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is a member of the Center Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda.
UCTV, good news for all.
Welcome back from that short break. UCTV News now brings you Today in History.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial star 165 star 3 hash. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN Mobile Money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
Holy Cross Family Ministries is an international Catholic apostolate under the Congregation of Holy Cross, founded by Father Patrick Peyton, CSC, who was famous in the 1940s for his slogan, "The family that prays together stays together, and a world at prayer is a world at peace. Our core mission is to educate families about the power and practice of family prayer, especially the Rosary Prayer. Our core programs are focused on the theme of faith, prayer, family, life, and marriage. And we run retreats, seminars, workshops, rallies, and offer professional counseling. We run face-to-face and media programs tailored for couples, parents, family, youth, children, and general audiences at the Holy Cross Family Ministries.
Uctv, good news for all.
Welcoming back from the break, my name is Joseph Kabale. Please, Uctv News is bringing you the Rome reports.
Pope Leo XIV recently met with a delegation from a center-right political group within the EU's legislative body and emphasized the integral bond between Christianity and Europe's cultural identity.
I readily echo the appeal of my recent predecessors that European identity can only be understood and promoted in reference to its Judeo-Christian roots.
Pope Leo then went on to encourage the delegates to defend this religious and cultural inheritance, not only for Europe, but for the whole world.
Think of the rich ethical principles and patterns of thought that are the intellectual patrimony of Christian Europe. These are essential for safeguarding the divinely bestowed rights and inherent worth of every human person from conception to natural death. They are likewise fundamental for responding to the challenges presented by poverty, social exclusion, economic deprivation, as well as by the ongoing climate crisis, violence, and war, not only for the sake of the people of Europe, but of our entire human family.
The Roman Pontiff has recently reiterated the importance of Europe's common identity, even encouraging stronger European military alliances and Europe's role in peace negotiations during the media questions he received at Castel Gandolfo. From November to December, several countries across Asia and Southeast Asia have experienced catastrophic monsoons and typhoons due to an unusual overlap of weather patterns. With reports of over 1,800 dead, at least 900 people currently missing, and millions left homeless, several international agencies have spoken out on the matter and called for international support. And it seems that the Papal Almoner has responded to these calls. Hearing of the emergency, Pope Leo XIV has sent aid to countries most affected, including Sri Lanka, Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Thailand. In fact, Pope Leo XIV had already joined the international call for aid during his Angelus address, while also expressing his closeness and prayers to those impacted by the disasters.
Sono vicino ai popoli del sud e del sud-est asiatico, duramente provati dai recenti disastri naturali. Prego per le vittime, per le famiglie che piangono i loro cari e per quanti portano soccorso. Esorto la comunità internazionale e tutte le persone di buona volontà a sostenere con gesti di solidarietà i fratelli e le sorelle di quelle regioni.
While the devastating storms and floods are expected to continue throughout the region, Pope Leo XIV has displayed that the Vatican will be among the first to answer humanitarian calls for help.
Well, and that marks the end of our newscast night. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Joseph Kabale, and bidding you farewell, allow me to commend the team that has been behind the production of this wonderful news bulletin. Good night, keep safe.